Hello, and good morning. Happy Wednesday. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design. And here today, we're just going to do a little craft and chat, and we're going to decorate some of the pieces up that we made and assembled on Monday and get the ball rolling. It's probably one of the last videos I think I'll be doing for this one until the flip through. I don't know if we're getting down to just the nitty gritty decorating, and which is totally fun and we want to see it. If I do a cool window pocket thing on this side, I can figure it out without making a mess out of it. I may do that on camera, but try to keep it to some 30 minutes. We have my December daily. We'll work on Friday. I have a snowflake kit. I can't remember by who. I have to look it up. Oh, Ink and Paper Journal Company, I think it is, that I might want to play with. So we'll sort of change up the gears a little bit, go back and forth. But I really do want to get this file folder done. So that I can put it up on the shop and get it done. But yeah, I may come in and do another, like, you know, we do another major clustering or deal. But I figured today we'd just do a little craft and shot, and we would keep the ball rolling with the videos, but do some decorating. So, let's see. I want to show you real quick. You probably are seeing a glare, and that would be because I put a clear pocket, as we were talking about, in here. And so I had some paper stuff on it, and I tried to put white snowy glitter on it, and apparently it was clear. I was like, oh, okay. So then I put white dots on it, and I put a teddy bear in there, and we can easily put the journal card in there so you can see the whole journal card. We'll do a little decorating on the top of it. But this was really cute. I had some leftover, and it had some brown paper on it, and I was like, oh, I can cover it mostly with white snow. Yeah, no, it was clearer glitter than I realized. I was like, oh, that is not a white snowy glitter. Oh, darn. So, I did put whoops, let me make sure I don't lose that. I did put a tab on here. So when it's in the pocket, you can see, you pull it out, you can tell, oh, I'm supposed to open it, right? We have this, and we'll decorate these guys up. And so I have pretty much one of all my fussy cuts cleaned up, ready to go. And I would just chat with you guys while I did some decorating, because I don't always decorate with you guys, or I do it in a sped up manner and I put it on Instagram, which I now know. I'm trying to get better at putting those Instagram reels, especially if I can speed it just right and put it on YouTube as a short. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. I watch Amy do it all the time and others, and I was like, why wasn't I doing that? Dork. Oh, silly me. I'm like, why wasn't I doing that? So, yeah, I was like, okay, so I'll try to put them, for those who are not on Instagram or Facebook, I will try to make sure to put my reels up here on YouTube Shorts. So you can see me if I decided to decorate something very specifically. We can do that. So how are we? We're middle of the week. Nothing really exciting going on here. Just trying to keep going. Hold on. I have my coffee. Well, it's actually my second cup. It's one of those mornings. I'm really tired. So I figured we'd decorate this. I did come across just making this like a little cluster here in the front to do it as sort of just a cover. Nothing too exciting. But I wanted to get some more burgundy in here. I didn't want to get too blue because it's not really teal. So I got some burgundy washi, and I have a sort of a black washi, but it says, let's stay home. And since this is sort of a cozy, I figured we'd sort of layer these two up to bring some more color up here. Because I don't have anything burgundy besides my washi tape. I have no burgundy in my, ribbons. I have red and white and blue and green, but I don't have burgundy. I was a little shocked by that. I was like, oh, well, how rude. So we'll put the washi to good use, and if it starts pulling up, then we can just glue it down, which some of these washis I've had for a while. And that didn't work. So especially on top of the glitter, yeah, it's not going to stay. So let's put some. Let's do clear. We'll just do some fabric tack here. And do that. So yeah, how is everybody? What are we up to? I don't have a lot to talk about. It's the only downside. I mean, it's a busy week. I ran around all day Monday after, the video you guys saw. I got the lawn mowed, and I got it trimmed, and it's looking really good. So I finally got on top of that. Ugh, I spent all this money this last spring to redo the front yard, and then it did okay at first, and then also we had a weird spot in the summer. And it wouldn't work. Nothing was working. I think everything I had to, like the lawn care and the weed and feed, I think it was old and it just wasn't working. So finally the fall showed up, and I was like, okay, let's get a brand new bag of weed and feed. Let's get a brand new, spreader. Because the other one was getting pretty, not so peachy. I think I'm just going to stay home right in the middle. Let's just do that. So going all the way across. And then my dad suggested, you know, way more watering. I was doing 3 times a week at like 8 minutes, which I thought would be fine. It's 24 minutes. And on the days, like the weeks that was going to be hot, I would add in extra days, right? Especially if it was going to be hot the next day. I want to make sure I watered that night so that it would have moisture. And so I thought I was doing okay, but it just was getting browner and browner. It was fine one moment, and I went 2 weeks without mowing it, and it was all dead underneath. And I went, what the heck? So I was really frustrated. My dad goes, okay, let's, you know, we toned down the sprinkler heads and made sure they were closer to the ground, which, you know, I was having a hard time. And we finally, I'm like, oh, this turns. Okay, let's try this. So, yeah, I figured those little things out with the help of my dad. We're like, okay, let's figure this out. And then, let's bring that down just a little bit. But he's like, no, I think you're going to have to do it 5 days a week and maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Like, maybe, of course, not 8 minutes at a time, but like, he goes, yeah, maybe just a little, maybe a minute or 2 less a day, but you need to do it, you know, a minimum of 5 days a week. So I go like 2 days, I take a day off. I go 2 days, take a day off type of thing. And so I thought, well, I'll just keep an eye on it when we know we have rain, or it actually watered the other night. Like I said, it watered Saturday night and then massive fog on Sunday, as I was telling you. So even then, I didn't water Sunday night. I go to mow the lawn Monday morning and it's still like wet. I was like, okay, guys, are we getting that much fog? Really? Are we really getting that much fog in now? Apparently. So, okay, we got that little guy here. We'll do this here. So it's still pretty wet, but I just took my chances. And I've changed how I mow the lawn. I've actually I do around the edges, but then I go back and I, sort of been mowing it at a diagonal. It seems to go really well. I mean, it makes it a little temperamental in a few spots, but I think, like, oddly, the, diagonal cut is helped keeping things a little cleaner, and so I'm not getting that same repetitive pattern in there. So I'll probably go back. I'll probably like next week do more of like a work my way into the middle, do a square ordeal. Yeah, it'll work. But yeah, I was going, you know, constantly back and forth, up and down, or hit, and it just wasn't doing well. So anyway, I figured it out. So it's pretty green. The weeds, I have this one weed drives me insane, and it's finally the brand new bag of weed and feed seems to be doing the job. I'm actually watching them die. I'm like, yes. So when I get a chance, I go out though every so often and find a little area and I pull up the weeds that are dying. You know, pull it up, get it out of the way. So I have a routine. I have a pattern now. I have a schedule, and we'll see. So I did the weed. You know, I did a slug killer. I did a weed and feed, and I did a lawn turf. And I think a couple weeks before that, I had done a lawn fertilizer. So I have like a lawn fertilizer, a slug, a weed and feed, and then a turf builder. So I do one a week for 4 weeks, and then I'll wait 8 weeks and start all over. So I think, fingers crossed. But who knew I would be such a huge lawn person? Like, that is not my thing. So there we go. See, cute little. We have a tag. We have a envelope, you know, a paper. Just all those goodies. Nice little cluster. So underneath we have all the writing. I think that's cute. I'm debating if I want to put something across the front there. I know me. Maybe we can do something here and match it up there. I started pulling some of this cute stuff. One of my mom's subbies. I know that's too. Well, you would weigh it down, which is sort of nice. Give it some weight. I just don't know if it's enough. Oh gosh, I don't know. It's almost too pale. It's like I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. If that makes sense. Mal, does that make sense? I have my snowflakes, which, oh, that's for my front cover. Oh, potentially for my front cover, so let's not mess with that. I was thinking about putting it on the front, on the top, along with whatever cluster I put up there. Oh, and I bought this bag. Isn't this cute? It has trees on it, right? And it was a gift bag thing, but I love it. And I'm thinking about like covering the back, adding some goodies up here, and then we just put a paper clip on it, and maybe on the back side for it's more decor. But over the top of the thing here, that may be fun. Maybe even the other way. Maybe we'll cut it up a little bit maybe, and put a word down here. I think it'd be sort of cute as a over the page paperclip thing we can add as a piece of ephemera to this. Of course, this one pocket. How funny. And we'll have to cover this up, but it's a thought. It's a piece I'll have to do on the side. A little over the page top. So we have plenty of paper. We'll cover this and decor this up a little bit, and we'll blend it in nicely. So, yeah, that's a thought. But yeah, here I am buying stuff, and I'm like, oh, look, this is cute. I mean, I could do just the bottom. Like, I feel like maybe we should do more burgundy. Of course, I put that away. Why did I put that away? Is it right in front of me? Yes, it is. What do we think about that with the white on top of it? It gives it a candy cane feel. Let's try that. Yeah, I feel it needs more burgundy, and this is the best I have. I don't have any ribbon or anything. I just realized that. I was like, I mean, if I do, I don't know where it is. I have more of a purpley burgundy up in my stuff, but it's a very wide ribbed, wired ribbon. So I'd have to pull it apart and cut it, and then it's a fraying, and I'm like, yeah, that might not work. Okay, so I like the idea of the 5. But anyway, I got the lawn done, and I got to Costco, and came home, and I had to water the Christmas tree. I had to restock the wood in the house because I had finally, I finished off the wood that was in the house, which we are supposed to have super cold weather today. Maybe even a chance of rain. Well, because I'll believe it when we actually get it. It was supposed to be like for a couple hours this afternoon. And Wednesday afternoon, we're supposed to get rain. I'm like, okay, well, sure. Well, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it, but it's supposed to be really cold, though. It's supposed to be only, if we're lucky, a high of 62 the next couple days. So for us, it's, we're getting into the cold. The high for the day is 62. It's a little cold for us. It's not freezing in the morning, which I'll take that as a blessing. That I'm okay with. We're only low 40s in the morning, so that's okay, at least, or not okay, but better. But yeah, I don't know. We're getting there. So yes, I get to start a fire. Started a fire last night for Tuesday night, and so that Wednesday I'm not freezing, and then it's supposed to be cold too on Thursday for my daughter's birthday, and I'm like, well, it's not raining, but layer up, child. You want to go walking around down to your favorite coffee shop from the high school for your birthday, and then after school her and her boyfriend are going to go walk down to their favorite little coffee place. It's a little local spot, and it's at that front high school, but because he has wrestling practice, so they get to hang out for a little bit, and then she'll walk him back to practice, and then I can go get her while I finish our appointment, and multitasking. Everybody has somewhere to be. Okay, well, I feel a little better about having something down there, not just ending it. All right. And then here, just chilling, which one of those would be sort of cute. I know there's a Christmas ball right there, but it'd be sort of cute to have. I love putting things on top of other things. I see a shape and I want to enhance it, right? So this could be right there on top of, there's a tiny little white, or cream colored, what's the word? Ornament. That's the word. Gosh. I have a cream version of that. And so, it's in the border of these words. So in the words you have, you've got a maroon, or, mauve, and cream in the border of the words. And so, it's pretty pale. So this one, smaller. I think I'm as dark as I was hoping. I was like, okay, well, that's a little low. And I have a fly in my garage. Feel bad. Our next door neighbor had to get our house tented for the stupid termites. She's probably one of the last ones in the neighborhood. I think they've been avoiding it and not paying attention. Previous owners, not this one. Poor previous owners, had it forever, and I don't know why it never occurred to them, or something happened during the remodel, unless there was too many leaks or something, and the weird in-between guy didn't bother to check, and I don't know how that didn't get caught in the inspection, but sometime in the past year, they've invaded their poor house in too many places, and so I feel so bad they're having to, like, well, if we spot treat, they're like, well, of course the guys were like, those who were doing the work are like, well, if you spot clean it, or spot treat it, it's going to cost more than if you just sort of sucked it up and did the whole kit and caboodle. And we're like, okay. She was like, fine, whatever. So the poor thing's being tended the next couple of days, and they have dogs, so I think the dogs are having to stay at a friend's house or something, and they're at a hotel, and it's my worst nightmare. Oh my gosh, it's why I have my pest. I do have my pest company, and they check it every 2 years. But I mean, if something came up bad enough, I mean, I'd be in the same ballpark. So far, they've only found tiny little areas. We had a leak after couple weeks after we did the house, when we redid the lit kitchen area. Apparently we ended up with a leak right away underneath this kitchen, which the contractor had to come fix, and there was apparently an ongoing slow leak in my bathroom. So they had found a small weak spot in the beams on the outside of the wall, outside area of the wall, and yeah, I was like, man. But it was small, and it wasn't there last time they did their inspection, so free of charge for us and all that other jazz. So I was lucky to be spot treated on the spot, but yeah, I always worry, because we've had years where when we first moved in that they were flying, looking for places to land, and I'd be like, what are they doing? So they would just make sure that they did a little extra treating of the spray in a way so that, you know, keep it sort of just distress them from not wanting to return. But so there's that. Now I love doing this. It's a little white though for this one. I don't know. My other ones are sort of thicker. Oh, I have my cream, I guess. But I like the contrast a little bit because we are keeping to a lot of white, but because we have the white here. So that'll work for me. I'm happy with that. Yeah, so it's just been one thing. So I was waiting this morning before my morning to film because I wanted to make sure that they weren't going to make any weird noises, and I don't really hear any. If there is a fan or whatever pumping and stuff, I can't hear any of it, so that's good. I'm like, oh, thank God. That's not what I want to be doing. I'm like, of course, I thought they were coming the day before, and I was like, okay, well, I'm in and out, no big deal, like, it won't bug me. And then I came home today from doing, first thing Tuesday morning from doing the groceries, and there they were, prepping it up, and I was like, darn it, okay, let's give it some time. Plus the scent, I wasn't sure. I've never been here. This house was tented before I bought it. They realized there was damage from previous years and my previous owner, so especially up against where my deck is, which is weird. Where my deck and my house meet up, there was some damage, and so they had to treat the house before they could sell it. Before the financial company could sell it, not even the person, but my house went back to the mortgage company, and they, did their cheap jobs, but Alright, so we have some cute stuff here. Oh, the back, that's what I want to show you. Okay, so I did find, so I think that's cute. I think it makes it for a cute little thing. Now we do have to work, whoops, what is in my, oh, that moves. We have to be careful with that. We still have to do the outsides. Okay, make sure it's good. But I did want to try, because we do have a couple pieces here that don't have, I think this one's small enough. I don't need to do like much more on the back, but the tags are a little bigger, and look what I found. I found my negatives from Crafty Cat, and these are the small ones, so I'm thinking about using them as a stencil. She does her burn cuts. I don't know I can't remember the name of it, but you can see the burn marks here, which I think looks great. I love them. I think it's awesome. I'm like, I have no problem with it, but what I want to do is carefully do some running out of room to put stuff, people. Oh my goodness, there's stuff everywhere. But I figured, being an oxide doesn't take much, we could do a little bit of stencil work on the more stout. I don't want to, just enough, just little bits, different ones, so that as we write, you're not, I don't know, it's just pretty, and you don't mind writing over it, but you're not, that one's a little darker, oops, okay, not so dark. What do we have, another of the same? We do, trying to see which ones I've used, I like different ones. Oh, as you can see, yeah, the nails, right? I think I showed you, yeah, so yeah, this is me, I am blue and snowflakey for the next month. My nails, my ears, my hair, I have an old ring, I have a ring that, there we go, a little something. I didn't want to do too much, but I did want something. And as this wears out, I think we still have stuff on it, so it works. I have an old ring that's got one of the elastic ones, but no matter how hard I try, it's always too tight. It always tightens up on my finger. I don't understand why. No clue why. And so I just pin it in my hair now. I'm like, woohoo! I can't help myself. I keep going. But anyway, I found this, so I'm like, oh, they're perfect. Lets me stencil stuff. And that way the backs aren't totally blank. We can do, I'll perfect it as we go, of course, but we have stenciling to work with. So, okay, so the inside's all done. Ta-da. This is the one on the back. So now this one definitely needs stenciling. Now this I did use a little bit more burgundy or brown around it because I was, I had, for whatever reason, stenciled it that way. I had, so we're going to blend these two a little bit. I'm going to go a little bit bigger on these. I had the edge on it when I did it was more of an antique-y feel, so I feel like I have to do, this one has a little bit of antique to it. And I, oop, gosh, that was deep. That's okay. Gotta have a few of those, right? We're just gonna, but yeah, I'm really stoked I found these because I was like, oh, I can do all kinds of fun stuff with these. I have my stencil all ready to go. And I did do that one, okay. And it's just those little bits. It's just finding an edge, and I love doing things off the page, and there we go. Okay, so found that, so I'll be using that a lot because if you followed me earlier in the week, you heard, but if you didn't, yeah, I cut up all my ephemera realizing that I, oops, did not print on the back of it because I have blue. I have a pale blue background I could have used on the back of all these, and I didn't do it. Now this one I think is because we've got a lot going on. I was just gonna put Winter Wishes because this isn't really a Christmas or Winter Wonderland. Winter Wonderland or Winter Wishes? Maybe Winter Wonderland, a little bit bigger because we don't have we have a lot of space to cover. These are just the rub-ons, which as I'm finding out I'm leaving, you know, everywhere. Oh, and I can't do the white ones. I have white ones, but I don't have a dark enough space. So I actually have a Winter Wonderland, this fun writing down here, which I love. Instead of the, I don't have any writing, the writing is all over the board. So I've got, I think it's more this is what I have, so I'm wondering if that will be fine. Though, well, Winter Wonderland works either way. I have more glare. So anyway, yeah, so I got through, I made sure the tree got watered, and I made sure the, because I know we're gonna not really see much, so got water on the Christmas tree, which is in the Christmas tree, not on the Christmas tree. It back and forth. It's like one moment I didn't water it, like I watered it the Saturday after we got it, and then I didn't touch it till Tuesday morning. I got sidetracked and I went to look, and I was like, see right there, this out of nowhere. Where the heck did that come from? I don't even know where that tea came from. Let it snow all the way. Joy to the world. Apparently a random tea. A random tea! It's a capital. Let it snow. It doesn't actually... Oh, festive. Got caught. And the thing is, once they get down, it's almost impossible to pick them up. And even if you do, like, I don't even know. I just don't... I know I don't want it there. Yeah, there's got to be a way to do this better. I am losing letters left and right. I'm like, I'm going to have to be finding really crafty ways where I'm putting a completely different letter in that spot. Oh, but Christmas trees and wood, because I said the weather's going to get colder, so we have to start the fires again, which is fine. But it's better than, I'd rather if I'm home for a few days. Oh, Winter Wonderland is slightly sideways. Okay. Why not? And the thing is, I don't press down on anything else, but yet something else always sticks. It's so, I think that's my problem. I'm just not, you know, I think I'm pressing down, because even some of these are getting white, and you can tell that they want to come off somewhere. Okay, so Winter Wonderland. Not that that's enough. It's really sitting behind here. It's just Winter Wonderland, and that's not a whole bit of exciting. Well, that's not a whole lot of exciting. I need more stuff. And why I don't have more, I don't know. Got a big old blue thing, but I think I'm going to use this on the outside to tie it up. It's really pretty. It's about the right blue tone to match the front. Let's see, we could do a reverse on this, my new favorite thing to do. I could do it either way, I guess, but I've been enjoying it since I don't have whale tails. I've been taking my coins and simply, you know, creating unusual toppers to this. Right. So I've just been doing sort of, now I could go across the whole bottom, but I think I'm just going to slightly up and over. That helps a little bit. And then I could put a little something in there jeweled wise. That's what we're doing today, ladies and gentlemen. So I just hopefully you're pulling out your design pieces and your crafts and seeing what you've got going. And decorating with me, because, well, what else are we going to do? Yeah, but I want to get, I have a big shot. I have die cuts, not a lot, but I have some in the embossing and whatnot. I have some really basic square die cuts, so you can cut out your own squares and stuff the sizes that you want. So I'm hoping I can cut out a square, cut out a window, then cut out a skinny board. Use the sizes to make a border in a different color, and then we'll do another, shiny pocket type thing. A windowed pocket on one of our sides. So that's what I'm hoping for. I can't do this thing straight. I found all these. That might be overkill. I have silver. Where's my silver stuff? Yeah, I pulled all this stuff out and then I forget about it. And I'm like, oh, where's all my... I don't have any itty bitty. Oh, I do. I mean, I have... then I have to sew that on. I have a small little silver... I can't forget about these. But these will be charms I think we'll put into some of the lace pieces. I'm looking for... What am I looking for? I'm looking for my silver. We have it in gold. We have it in silver. I don't know what I do with my silver. I thought I pulled everything out. But, when you're working on 2 different projects all the time, you... See, I have silver like this. This is my gold. I don't know where I thought I pulled it out. Because it's still, I think, on its... It is still, I believe, on its roll. That was one of those things because it's winter. I don't think Hold on a second. Let me find it so I'm not wasting my time. So I lied. I did wrap it up. No wonder I couldn't find it. I kept thinking it was on something else. My favorite things to use. So I have to have it in silver and the gold because I'm like, wait a minute. Now that one got broken. Alright, let's see something here. We're going to put that off to the side. I'll do a little, let's see, 3 or 5. Let's see. Figure I found that too, but how many across? I know if it defeats the purpose if I border that when I have a tab. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, which is just more because it's across the top, or do I just go 3 in the middle? I was debating is putting one of those in the middle. So if that's the case, I'll stick to the scraps. I love decorating with these things. I do love using them. So yeah, I thought I pulled it out. It was still the container, and it was on a roll, which I wasn't expecting. I was like, well, okay then. Be that way. We're going to leave this one a little bit of a snowflakey edges. I'm not going to make it a perfect, what's the word? I'm not going to make it a perfect, clean, round rhinestone. Sort of star patchworky feel. If I can get it where I need it to go. Not upside down either. It's not much of a difference, but there is just that slight indent that makes it more of a little of a rhinestone cut. I'll let that go there and it'll dry. Okay, well, now if I wanted to hole punch it, I could, but yeah, it's getting silly. I almost want to put a little on the bottom, but then it's going to be sort of a butt getting it in and out of our thing. I don't know. Okay, we'll start with that. We'll start with this and see how it goes. We do need to put, I think, depending on how many pockets we do need to make that little lip here so that we can put, this in here and this will still stick out where we can see it. So luckily I just barely got that above. So there we go. So that sits here. There's your little tabs. When you pull it out, you can see it. And we do need to decorate the journal cards. But really, guys, we're already at 30 minutes. I don't know. let's see what we can do. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Those who are definitely crafting along with me and just want to hear me jibber jabber, it works. Not much more going on though. Monday was you know, running kids and errands all day. Tuesday was, you know, has been crafting and hanging and resting, because then Wednesday's of course more crafting, and then I have like streamers to put up, and I have presents to wrap, and spend a little time with the girls, and you know, it's like, okay, we have, you know, things to do. And Thursday's her birthday, so that makes for a busy day, but we have appointments, and so I can put words on here. Put the word winter on there. Let's see what else we want to... This one's a little hard because there's really so much already going on down below. This would require like a lace, and it's a really thick lace. Where's my other one? I think I used the other one up. I wanted a lighter lace, but I know I used it partially because we had that white trim. We had the whiter one. I cut it thin for this. And then I thought I had one other white one I wanted to use. I keep putting stuff away, which is sort of weird. I'm not sure why I keep doing it. I'm like, why am I... Oh, the lighter one. That might be pretty to sort of top. It's not really Christmassy, but that might be pretty, like a curtain type of feel. This one, I think a little bit... I either do the white, that's snowflakey, or I do the actual snowflake, which I have plenty of my white snowflake border. When you buy it, you know, Michael's, we have a whole horde of it. So this one might be pretty here. Let it stick up a little bit and put a winter word on it. I like that idea. Let's do that. I'm trying to give you guys, you know, fun little things to do, not just... And this I've enjoyed because I have been cutting it at very specific areas and spots to cut off and enjoy. So it's bordered, it's fun, it's, you know... Oh, that one's longer than that one. Well, I can't have that. Oops. Alright, we'll cut it down the middle. But see, now I have these cute little... Well, I actually like these. They look like little... I don't know, like little ends of a... Can I make them look like branches? I have this thing for 3D stuff, but not always the... I don't know. I'll have to get creative with that. I think if I layered it if I layered a bunch of them up, I can make a little wreath. Until I'm done with the project. Then when I'm all done with the project, I go, okay, all done. Let's move on to the next thing, and I'll throw away all the little scraps, because I was like, nope. That's what I just did. I'm like, they're just going to fill up the box, and then I've got chaos when I open it up next time, and that doesn't always work so well. And these are actually a revamp a little bit on words that I did the first year. I had put snowflakes everywhere, but snowflakes stood outside the box, and I'm like, I go to cut them up, and I'm like, who in the right mind would want to do that? I'm like, you silly person. So, like, some people might have cut around the snowflakes. And I give you props for that, because I was like, what was I thinking? Others, yeah. I don't know how many times I cut the snowflake off. Maybe kept one snowflake sticking out on my words. So when I did these, I did stop the snowflake at the edge of the border. I was like, yeah, no. We're not going to go through that. Let's not and say we did. I'm on, right? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I did turn it back on. It's your worst nightmare. You go to unpause something and you turned it off by accident, or... It's like, no. You're showing all this work and you're like, whoops, no, it's not there. But it's just been a week of, you know, the end of the week is a little more as we're doing continuous birthday fun for my daughter, and just trying to get everybody through practices and appointments and friend gatherings and staying sane at the same time. Oh, but I hope everybody is having a good week, that the crafting is being enjoyable, and stress relievers, and not stressed, distressing properly. Everybody's enjoying themselves and getting ready for the holidays in their way, and whether it's for friends or family, whether it's for a shop, whether it's for your house and your loved ones. I hope everybody's doing well. I know around here more and more lights are going up around the neighborhood, so the first weekend was a little too early for some. And this weekend seemed better. More people were like, okay, it's December now. You know, we'll put stuff up. We do have extra time this year with Thanksgiving actually being so early. Well, that is actually really adorable. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let's see how it does. This is on the... Yeah, so it's blue on blue. This goes on this one, which is great. It is the front. It says winter. I love it. Let's see how this fits in. Oh, well, isn't that just adorable? It wouldn't pull up on it, but it's sort of tabby, right? I hate when my fingers and the ink and the glue get all... There we go. Well, that's adorable. Okay, we're getting there. Oh, now I feel the pressure. Now I feel the pressure. But I do like the idea of that sort of, are these too big? Sort of chimney. I have Cozy Winter. If I really want to put them on both, I could put the word Cozy Winter on this one for the back side. Now I'm wondering if I need to cut them and overlap them a little bit. But I think, I wasn't sure. I've always put them together sort of close, and you could do what you saw fit. Like I did here, where I didn't cut out the middle, and I allowed, you know, them to sort of stay as a pair. But I think in this case, I'm going to pull them apart, so I can overlap them just a little bit in a manner that, here we go, where I can't tell front from back. Gotta love lace, but why isn't it not very clear? I'm trying to find the seams to see exactly what it's doing, I guess is the thing. Okay, there we go, there we go. Get all the proper scissors out. There we go. I do love that I have all my stuff on, most of my stuff. I don't have all my winter stuff, of course, on Celeste's adorable holders, but I do have majority of my everyday stuff there, which, you know, and as I fill out and I roll out and I don't have any more, then okay, I'll, you know, maybe transfer some of them over, or I'll have to get some blue ones maybe from her, some blue based ones, so that I can put the Christmas stuff on or put the winter stuff on that I only use once a year, but at least it'll be nice and clean in my box. Alright, so let's tone down the white. Yeah, I had done a very messy, fussy cut around all of them at first just to get them broken up, and then I was like, oh, I can't do that. So after my last video, I was like, well, if I'm going to decorate, I need to have these things a little better cut out, because no one wants to sit here and watch me pause and unpause 5 times trying to get all these things fussy cutted. So it's like, no, 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 no. I'm off camera too. All right, there we go. Okay, so Cozy Winter, and I think we can either, I think a little bit of that. I know it's on an angle, but I don't want to turn these too much. Let's see something here. Just do a little bit of glue. I know they overlap. Well, I can either do it like that. I am a little bummed they are facing the way they are. I sort of hoping I had them the other way, which I don't. I think I have itty bitty ones that might be, but let's do it that way. We can have one sort of overlap the other one like it's sitting there. But it's your favorite, yeah, it's your favorite pair of, well, I could put them over here. No one says they have to be there. What am I thinking? I could add to the corner as it goes up. What is it? My little OCD, atypical side has a hard time sometimes. I'm like, oh, if it was facing the other way, I'd be all for it. I would have loved that corner. But instead, let's have it bounce off what's there already a little bit, which is not so bad. There we go. And I don't have the right glue. We'll do both. We'll do a little bit of both, because I realize, yeah, the glitter glue doesn't work as well to put paper down on top of lace as well. I mean, it's not bad, and sooner or later it would work, but the fabric tack is definitely a better mix. Okay, so there we go. We have that. If I had something, this is where I could do a little something like garland across the top. I like that idea. I want to decorate. This one doesn't have, these are the same colors as the fireplace one. That's what this is, this fireplace. Or do you think this is the other corner? And I love the little fireplace, and I did green garland on it, and you know, I did all that. And I love that concept in the pink. But I think we're gonna, let's use this in my yard, my what do you want to call it? My mail guy's here early today. I think with all the holidays, they're definitely working on trying to get the basics done, which I actually have things showing up today. I'm all excited. Look, I have stuff showing up today. Things that I ordered that, when did that cut? Oh, I just cut that and I went right into it, didn't I? I did not cut the way I was supposed to. Oh, that's rude. Okay, well, let's see if I can fix that, and then I guess I'll let you guys go. At least I can say we... Oh, no, I have to really clean that up, don't I? Be careful what we cut, huh? I want to cut one thing, and I overshot the runway. Yo, because I had that pretty pink on it. It's alright, we'll just do a nice series. We'll do a combination of the antique-y and, you know, the photo stuff and the silver on it to try to bring it back in. I was like, man, because I had the pink on it from the digital, and then I had the silver over it, so. Alright. See a little bit of lace in the backside. Plenty of nice, you know, nice. There we go. That's super cute. Oh my gosh. Alright. Quick and easy. It's adding a little something. Doesn't mean I won't add more, but you can stick up a little bit so you can see the cozy. We have the little guy over here for our pocket. You have the, you know, that is in the pocket. So there, we've decorated up our, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pocket tag with notebook in it. Cute little notepad. I shouldn't say notebook, notepad in it. And let's, yeah, this is pretty well folded here. You just have to sort of work your way up, fold back your pages once you've written on them. That way, all is good. And we've got a little glitter, we've got a little sayings, we've got little blings, we got glitter and snow, and we're done, ladies and gentlemen. At least with that, we at least got that decorated on camera together, which I said we don't do that very often. So I figured that was a good start. I will do reels and shorts, I think, decorating the front of the pockets. So you guys can keep seeing me progress on this, but not spending all full videos on the same thing over and over. Make sure I can feel that. Yeah, there we go. And so I'll add the tag, the little strip, so I can keep that in place. We may be putting, we were debating on putting something like this over all of this. So, you know, I mean, what would tuck it underneath, and it's a page over. So this definitely, this pocket, being the back pocket, is going to be very full. But that's okay. It's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's always fun. So I have I think I'm gonna put a clear pocket up here. We'll put more tags in here. We'll put a clear little pocket to put any extra ephemera, fussy cuts, or little mini journal cards in it. We'll do that, maybe that page over, because this one's the front cover, so I can't really put anything on that one. And then yeah, I'll just keep putting journal cards and stuff in it, and as I see fit, we'll put strips and slots in it to help hold up our ephemera, so you can see it all the way up and back. So keep an eye out for some shorts and Instagram reels and or shorts for our new projects as they're coming up, as I do continue to decor. That's just the easiest way to do it. And we will work on the December daily. We'll do some memory keeping on that on Friday. So we'll go back to the Snowy Winter 3 kit on that end. Because I have photos to put in from, you know, Thanksgiving, and yeah, I'm 4 or 5 days in now. Today's the 5th. I'm personally on the 5th, and I have nothing written in my journal. So that part I won't do with you guys, but I want to get the photos in place for, of course, my memory keeping. So we'll sort of do more of a memory keeping December daily on Friday. And then next Monday, I don't know, maybe we'll work on some excess pockets. I'll have it worked out to where we can put things in place and sort of maybe fill this up. So if I can get this done, then I'll figure out what other elements are going in here, and we can quickly, you know, glue and stuff and be done. So thank you so much for watching, liking, loving, commenting, subscribing, making sure you hit the notifications so you're always aware of the next greatest thing that comes up. Haha, right? The next better and best and lovely videos that I try to put out there for you guys. And we are all set and all decored and all happy. I'm loving it. We've got that. We've got snowflakes to do a little decor. We have our pretty journal cards. And then, of course, the insides. So thank you for joining me today, and I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you on Friday, and we will keep trugging along. Have a wonderful day and a great week. Talk to you all later. Bye-bye.